Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, I'm going to show you my newest team for the Aldri dungeon, right? The Frozen Plains, because we have an event going on right now, and I kind of swapped this up, right? I used to have a team, for those that did not see it, I used to have a team for this one using dot heroes, right? It was pretty much Anguish with Sarah, Isolde, and then I don't remember the last one. I think last one was Sergius or no, somebody else, but still I pretty much went with the dot team, damage over time, against Aldri, because I did not quite have the right stats and the right team and the right team in order to beat this, so dot was the easier one. But like I said, there's a Aldri event going on right now, right? And we definitely want to grab it because it gives us a ton of stamina back. Aldri is always a good dungeon to farm because you never have enough relic breath in order to level up your relics, and I know personally don't have. And then you also get these pristine tokens, which obviously are going to help you if you want to buy those relic summons from the shop. Now, before I jump in the video, I want to mention that the content creator program for King Arthur has reset, right? Every 2-3 months, they kind of reset the supporters. So if you're one of my older supporters and you forgot about it, now's the reminder to click the link in the description and pin comment to re-support me as a content creator. Or if you're somebody that hears for the first time about it, again, you can click that, support me as a content creator. It pretty much costs you nothing, helps me a ton. And also, I can send out coupons every single month by doing missions for Netmarble that are going to give you summons, stamina, and gold. So, it's a win-win situation. So make sure you support me. I would really appreciate it. Now, let me show you the team that I'm using for this one. And this one's definitely not going to be a free-to-play team, right? Or I guess it can be a free-to-play if you get lucky to summon the right things. But pretty much this is what I'm using, right? So I'm using Bedivere as my damage dealer. Then I'm using Storm Morgan, right? This is really important, Storm Morgan, because she brings those defense penalties. Then I'm using Sergius to boost the attack gauge. And then I'm also using Nika in the Flame Relic for healing and boosting. Now, the way that this team works, it kind of forgoes a little bit the boss mechanics. Let me run it and let me show you exactly what I mean about it. But normally, you know that the way that this boss works, and in order to beat it, you want to pretty much have somebody in the team that does healing disruption, healing prevention, whatever it's called, right? The thing that makes the boss not heal after he wakes up from his hibernation, okay? And normally, this is what your Morgan could do on the second skill. However, this is what I realized, because of the way that this team works, because of how powerful Nika is with putting that attack increase and also putting that pierce increase, whenever she does her third skill, it kind of makes us do so much damage that the boss never goes into that point, right? The boss never goes into the hibernate, so he will never attempt to heal. The reason for that is every time the boss gets past this, this threshold of HP, he starts redoing the rotation of his skills, right? So if he starts doing the first, the second skill up until you get there, before he gets to the third one, because I think the third one's the one when he tries to hibernate, if you get past that point, he starts doing the rotation again. As you saw, he did that AoE hit again and just started pushing, just starting slamming us again. But you know what? We don't care about it. We do so much damage. We have so much healing as well from Nika that it allows us to survive. Even though Sergius and Nika herself are flame, they don't quite die, and you see we pretty much kill it, right? The boss is pretty much done. This is a 1 minute and 20-second run, because it does say 4 minutes. However, this time is like times 3, so that means it's 1 minute and 20 seconds run. Speed farming it, doing it pretty easy, totally worth it. And definitely, if you have this team, I'm quite sure you should build it. Now, let me show you, I guess, let's go again. Let me show you the skill order that the people use in this fight. And I guess they're going to be obvious because it's pretty much the usual stuff. So Bedivere, second skill and third skill, and obviously his Frost Relic, which is one of the best ones. But you don't really need Bedivere. You can have whoever's your best damage dealer, that's Storm, against this fight. However, if you have Bedivere, he's obviously going to be a choice. Then Morgan, she's only spamming the second skill, right, to keep landing those defense decreases. Because like I mentioned, you could use the third skill, which means you would let her do whatever. But because the boss never does that hibernate, you don't need a recovery disruption, right? just pretty much ignore it. So just keep spamming the second skill. Then Sergius, third skill and fourth skill, obviously keep boosting attack gauge, or if you don't have enough vigor to use the third skill, use the first one, which again boosts a little bit of attack gauge for himself. And then when it comes to Nika, you don't want to use the second skill, right? I personally don't use this one, even though it does amplification and attack increase, but just for the sake of safety and the stats that it does, I only use the third skill because this one heals everybody AoE, so in case you get too much damage, gives attack increase, right, 2 for 1 turn, and then also gives attack speed and hit accuracy for Serpent allies, which is Morgan, so pretty much Morgan's gonna go more, faster, but it still helps because of the fact that she still gives us that attack increase 2 for 1 turn, right, which means Bedivere is gonna do a ton more damage, but also on her passive, every few turns, when she does the third skill, she also does Pierce increase for Bedivere, which makes him hit a lot harder. Of course, as you saw, like 30k pop, which is just, just amazing. Now, let me show you the builds that I have on these people. Again, this is the more, endgame relatable stuff. However, it's not obscene. You're not going to see some obscene builds, trust me. So, when it comes to Bedivere, the Frost Relic fully skilled up, passives the first and second ones fully skilled up. The third one, I didn't really care, and I'm not sure, maybe I should just skill it up, but I don't really care about it, so I just left it as is for now. When it comes to Chivalry, he is Chivalry 3. You mostly care to have him Chivalry 1, so ignores more defense on the passive, and then also if you can have Chivalry 2 to get Pierce increase as well is gonna help, but not mandatory. Then equipment, he's running an attack, critical and strike set, obviously for the keepsakes. Total stats 4.8k attack, 61% crit damage, 61% crit rate, 74% crit damage, some hit accuracy and some pierce, because again, he's gonna have hit accuracy over here, flat attack, pierce on this one, then attack percent, crit damage, and then attack percent. So pretty straightforward. Don't really care about his attack speed, honestly, because you have still just boosting the attack gauge, you just want Bedivere to smack. Then next one, Morgan. Again, she's in the Storm Relic. She runs a Vigor set, so 100%, 101% effect accuracy. You normally need around 60 to 70% for this fight. I just have her a bit higher for the sake of trying to push some Forbidden Dungeon. Then as fast as you can get her after you get a 70% effect accuracy. And again, you really want to try and get Vigor so she can spam that second skill. When it comes to her passives, you want to have her fully skilled up, or maybe don't care that much about the first one if you can avoid it, but you want to have her fully skilled up. If you can get the second skill on her Storm Relic skilled, that would help, but you don't need it. Again, it's not mandatory. Then when it comes to Chivalry, I have a Chivalry 7. You only necessarily need a Chivalry 3 in order to land that Squall of Stones on her second skill, and then you're good to go. Obviously, she's 6-star. Then Sergius, again, fully skilled up on the passives and the Relic. You only care about this one to be skilled up. For Sergius's Flame Relic, you really want the Flame Relic because that's the one that boosts a ton of attack gauge. Chivalry 3, but you don't need it. He can be Chivalry 0, pretty straightforward. Then the equipment, again, he's in a Vigor set. You want to try and have like 60 to 70% effect accuracy for some other areas of the game, but if you don't care about him landing that attack speed decrease and focus target from his passives, then just give him as much attack speed as you can in Vigor, and that's all you care about, right? That's all that Sergius is in the fight to do. Keep boosting our attack gauge. And then Nika, she's again in a Vigor set, and she's pretty much the spam healer, right? She's in there to be fast, do the healing, and give us the buffs. That's why you can see she has recovery over here, attack speed on this one, HP with attack speed and recovery on the banner, then attack speed on the ring, HP percent on the earrings, and also HP percent on the necklace, right? Pretty straightforward. Her passives, they're not all fully skilled up, but obviously the more you can skill it up, the better, especially this one, right? The third one, if you can skill this, every 3 turns when she does the third skill, the fact that she can put pierce increase is going to help your damage dealer do more damage, so that's ideal. If you can get some skill ups in her as well, that would help, but again, it's not really mandatory. But yeah, I guess that's pretty straightforward, right? An easy, I guess a different type of a team for farming Frozen Plain Aldri on stage 10. Even though I'm using 2 Flame Relic heroes that you might think like, well, that's not ideal, you wouldn't want to do that. But because I do have the defense penalties from the Storm Morgan, which means the boss is going to do less damage, as you can see, his damage scales off of defense as well, it makes it easy for us to survive. You see, we kind of like barely do any damage, then we have enough healing from Nika and makes it easy. Now, one cool thing that you notice that can help is if you have some effect accuracy on Sergius, when the boss does the fourth skill, you saw that the boss put defense increase on itself because he lands the focus target when he counterattacks, right? Focus target, what it does, every time the target gets hit, there's a buff being removed. So apart from having Morgan remove buffs on her second skill from her passive, you also have Sergius's focus target that can help with that. So again, removing that defense increase on the boss makes it easier for us to survive and kill the boss. But yeah, that pretty much covers it for today. Like I said, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next. Again, don't forget about the supporter link in the description and pinned comment of this video. Helps me a ton, costs you nothing, can give you coupons by doing that. And yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked. And you may prove worthy of your legacy.